see the final drafting of the Act. We used to have various acts which regulated food and food items. I mean, I think food items probably will be a better way to describe what we had earlier. And for enforcement, we had an omnibus act known as the Prevention of Food Hazard Regulation Act 1954. That was basically the bedrock on which enforcement rested on till the FSSR came. And then we had a lot of parallelly being implemented acts which dealt with commodities, say milk regulation, and then you had meat, then you had fish, you had vegetables, fruits, vegetable oil seeds, that stuff. All of them were being variously implemented by different agencies. Now this act, in its original form, wanted to sort of bring everything together in one umbrella under a definition of food. So that has been done. Now we have one act which generally concerns itself regulating food in the country, and the definition of food is also being sort of altered or made to suit the conditions which are now prevailing in the country. Now the act, as I said, was passed in 2009 and it is now being enforced. It started being enforced from the 5th of August last year. And we are at the moment in the beginning the task, in fact we are in the middle of it, of setting up systems for analyzing, for setting standards and enforcing the regulations which are a part of the Act. At the end of the day, the Act, in a broad sweep definition, will attempt to ensure that all citizens of the country get healthy food, safe food from a very health point of view. And also we are able to take up the nutritional part of food as we know it, and then also set standards. Now, India imports a very, very large quantity of food every year. I mean, I had a very ballpark figure. In about 10 months, we had imported more than 30,000 crores of worth of food. And that, they said, was only 20% of what really comes in. So you can imagine it's about 1.5 lakh crores at a conservative estimate which is coming in. You can put all over the place. So it becomes very, very important for us to have our own standards. Like food is standardized, and when we export food, the standards of food have to conform to the standards laid down by the importing country. So we also have to set up systems in India which generally keep pace with standards, and that is where, as I was discussing outside during the lunch break, it's very important for us to set standards which are globally accepted, set standards which are generally taken up for implementation across the country. And that is one part of it. Another part which is probably more difficult is how we are going to organize a large number of small food business operators. Now the Act doesn't differentiate between a big manufacturer or a big trader, big meaning in the sense of turnover, and a small one. So we are at the end of the day required to register everyone, from a rediwala, from a hawker whom we've all grown up seeing, and probably we've also enjoyed standing next to a hawker and having golgappas and things like that. The Act enjoins on the system to register every one of them. So therefore you have a very, very broad sweep of very organized food business operators to a very in the unorganized sector, the large number of people. They say again, this is also a number which is just very, very what do you call it, it's an assessment, and it's about 5 crore people who are doing the food business. So